This will be a quick little video update showing you some of the finer points of this truck, and you'll be able to see what makes it special. Hemi 3 is definitely special. It's not just special because of the work that went in, it's special because of the way it drives. This one is tighter and it's fast and it's just a lot of fun. So take a look. This 1951 International L110 started out as a total rust bucket pile of junk. But someone spent some time on the chassis, so when we pulled the body off, there was a guy that actually bought the chassis and he got it running, and that's a whole nother project. But this one is road ready. I've already had it on the road. Everything seems to be functioning as it should. There's a couple little niggles with it, but it's not bad, and it's real tight when you drive it. It's very nice. These trucks are powered by an all-wheel drive Hemi with an automatic transmission. It's basically four-wheel drive. It's got high and low selection. We use a modern chassis underneath these trucks so that when you drive them, you get the reliability of something modern, but it still looks like this. And with this one being our third build that's pretty much identical, we were able to give this a little bit more attention. Not attention in the budget, but attention in the workmanship. Just the way we went about putting it together, knowing what we were going to end up with at the end. When you know how good these are after you drive one, you'll put in the extra work to give it an undercoated chassis, sandblast the frame, new shocks, new sway bars, just stuff that makes it ride better because it's worth it. You know, we went a little bit above on the metalwork on this one because this was a solid truck. It was worth doing. It's got a little bit better everything everywhere you look. A few of the steps that we took to make sure it was better were, instead of using the old trailer lights and the lighting kit that you find online for 30 bucks, I bought at a swap meet in Indiana this year vintage taillights, vintage turn signals. A friend of mine gave me a really good deal on 100-year-old barn wood for the deck this time. You know, the running boards are on and they don't rattle. You can use them. You can step on them. Going the extra mile on this build was worth it because, again, I knew what I was going to end up with. And this tailgate even, I've saved it. It was junk. It was smashed in, and I thought I was going to have to throw it away, but they cost a lot of money on eBay, so I was able to save this one. I basically rebuilt it and tried to make it look as good as I could. I put little rubber pads so the whole thing doesn't rattle, because in the other trucks, when you drive the other trucks, you could hear this whole ass end just shaking around, and it kind of took away from how cool it was, you know, under your foot. So this time I made sure that you can use it. Have a tailgate party with some brews, of course. But it just works. Another one of the really cool things that I was able to do, I saved the hitch on all of these trucks because they do pull car trailers. These things are capable of pulling upwards of 9,000 pounds, you know. So this one, I integrated the plug into the roll pan so that it's usable. You're able to get the linchpin in and out and get to the chains. You know, all this stuff sucked on some of the other ones. So that's why this one, you know, it got a little bit more attention. Balanced wheels and tires this time. All the other ones just had swapped on rubber with ground in white walls, and they kind of had a tendency to shake a little bit at speed. One driver was quoted as saying after driving Hemi 1, "Oh, that shake goes away over 80 miles an hour." I wasn't brave enough to drive it that fast, that first one, but this one you can, it's smooth. Just a lot of little things like this filler neck. On the other trucks, you couldn't fill them fast with the pump. You had to like gently put the fuel in because of how flat the filler neck was. This one, I got it down the way it's supposed to, and it goes down. I just pumped 10 bucks worth of gas in it, full wide open throttle, and you know, everywhere I could, that's what I did. Let's take a quick look at this interior. You got tons of room for your feet. The seats are really roomy and comfortable. All the stock switching works. Gauges are easy to read. Nothing's in your way. You got the all-wheel drive selector switch, the headliner, a rear view mirror. You have lighting, the compass, the temperature outside. All that works. There's some guy waving. Yay. New windshield. The wipers do work. I bent something, so I have to fiddle with them, but they will work again. We have the new glass, seat belts, nice door cards.